is Victoria Pacheco, and I am going to be showing you a couple tips and tricks to get you started on slots. This is our beginner's guide. Stay tuned so we can learn. Come on, let's go. We are going to start with a brief history on what slots are and how we got to online slots and how we got to mobile slots. In the 1890s, we had the first recognized slot machine called the Liberty Bell, and it actually dispensed food instead of cash to kind of get around local gaming laws. In 1976, we had the first video slot machine, and in the 1990s, online gaming was introduced, online slots, right? In 2005, they went fully mobile, so now you can play on your phone, your laptop, your computer, whatever you want. As long as you have Wi-Fi, you're good to go. Once slot machines went online, it offered convenience, more variety, bigger features. It was a lot easier for people to play from the comfort of their own home. So let's dive into the basics. We're gonna go over to Steve, our slots expert, so he can walk you through. Over to you, Steve.
Slot machine comes in all shapes and sizes, but today we're going to use one particular slot, Cleopatra by IGT, to show you and walk you through the basics of a slot machine. When you first look at a slot machine, the first thing you're going to see are the reels, which are the vertical rows cut by horizontal lines, which actually leave spaces for the pay symbols. These symbols will need to align on a certain pattern on the slot machine, which is called a pay line. Pay lines can usually be found in the information setting of the slot. Below the reels, you're going to see the lines, which are the pay lines you're betting on, the amount of money you're going to bet per line, and the total bet per spin. The large button in the center is the spin button, which you're going to press in order to spin the reels. The win window shows you how much you actually won per spin, and the balance window would give you the total balance of money remaining to play. The blue button on the right is the auto spin button, which allows you to set a number of rounds you want to play for. It is especially useful during long play sessions. And now it's time to play. I will adjust the number of pay lines I want to bet on. I will adjust the amount of money I want to put on each pay line. I will press the spin button and watch the magic happen. I landed a winning spin, and my winning amount is going to add it to my balance. As you can see, the symbols did land on a pay line, which gave me a winning spin. You can see the win money, which is actually going to be added to my balance. In addition to the regular pay symbols, Cleopatra also has a wild symbol, which would substitute symbols on a pay line to create winning combinations. If you have one or more wilds on the pay lines, your wins are actually going to be double. Cleopatra also has scatter symbols that would trigger free spin bonus rounds once they land on the reels. The more scatters you land, the more multipliers you get, the bigger your wins. Whether you play on Cleopatra or on any other slot machine, there are two very important concepts that you must understand. These are the return to player, RTP for short, and the slot's volatility. The return to player is the amount that is going to be paid back by the slot in winnings over time. However, you must understand that the outcome of every spin is totally random, and the RTP is calculated over millions and millions of spins and game sessions. The RTP is a statistical average of payback over time. It is by no means a sure way to make money on a slot. A slot's volatility is the frequency of winning spins that slot will produce. The best way to understand a slot's volatility is to think of it as a high-risk, high-reward ratio. High volatility slots would trigger winning spins less often. However, once they trigger a winning spin, the winning amount is probably going to be bigger. Low volatility slots would trigger wins more often. However, these wins are going to be smaller. And medium volatility slots like Cleopatra, you guessed it, are somewhere in the middle.
Alright everyone, so before I set you guys free to go play on your own, I'm going to go ahead and give you 4 tips to get you started to try to set you up for success. The first one is RTPs. So make sure you guys look into an RTP stats before you guys play any slot, just so you guys know what the return to player percentage is and you know what you're getting yourself into. The second one is a pay table. So make sure you guys look at the pay table so you guys know where pay lines are, how much each symbol plays, and all that good stuff. The third one is setting a limit. So make sure you set yourself a limit. If you say that you're only going to play $20, only play $20. You want to make sure that you're having fun, not that it's going to cause stress later because you spent more than you had to, right? And the last one is demo modes. So make sure you play demo modes first. Slot machines have this like a free trial essentially, just so you can familiarize yourself with the screen, where the spin button is, where you can increase and decrease your bet, and where your balance is. Alright guys, congratulations, you have finished the tutorial. Thank you for joining me, and I just wanted to make sure to tell you guys that the most important part about online gaming is that you're having fun. And if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Thank you guys.